was good. We just actually played a show at Boone last night that kind of reminded us how much we love Boone, but also how small the community is, especially musically. So it was great. I mean, I guess it helped that it's small because we got to meet each other. There wasn't a lot of conflict with other bands and competition and stuff like that. So like allowed us to like really form together. But I don't know. I guess it was a really perfect place actually for a band like us to get started because we like I said, it was like small and it was like conducive to us like growing and like learning a lot as we went. And because there's a lot of self-taught musicians in the band, so we kind of like wanted you guys to have like a small place to grow.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So what made you guys want to move here?
We gotta grow.
Yeah, I think in that same sentence you can say like we finally felt like we outgrew a little bit. So we wanted to kind of like test the waters of another place and see how we fare in a bigger, more competitive, more opportunities. You know, the whole idea of a bigger
Need
place.
perspective. You can't gauge yourself as a band in a small place. You kind of need to get out, compare yourself with other bands or in a bigger community and see how you're perceived. See if it's whether or not you're bringing out all your friends from college and they just want to come because they like you, or whether or not your music is speaking and resonating. So we thought, bigger place, try it out.
And it was really challenging. It was good. I mean, it forced us to like step up in a lot of ways, like, especially with our live show. It's like, okay, there's a lot more bands out here playing every night of the week, and we're competing for gigs and venues and attention in the city. So it's like we got to step it up.
And that's in Asheville, and that's still small
compared
to New York or Austin.
So one step at a time kind of thing.
Right.
I'm glad we didn't like jump into like something like New York City.
Yeah.
We thought about moving to Boston for a long time.
Baby steps.
Yeah. Boston would have been a bad idea.
That's a really good idea. So your album, Stone Week Unfound Door, came out this year. Do you guys have any plans to get back into the studio?
No.
No.
No plans.
What are your short-term plans for right now?
Tour.
Yeah, I think we kind of made a vow to ourselves that once we finish this album, we're going to really try and tour heavily. Because the first album that we made, Back is doing we kind of wrote the album, and it was like the first couple songs we ever wrote. So like, we recorded it, like spent all this time recording it, and then like not long after we finished it, we were kind of like, we were over it. You know what I mean? So we kind of stopped promoting it, stopped playing it live, and it was frustrating for our fans because they had the album, and those who did like it were like, why are you playing the songs that are on the album? Like, I want to hear new songs that everyone know them. We totally understand, and we just were kind of over it. So this time we really like put a lot of time on the album, make sure we were happy with it, so that it wouldn't be hard for us to tour for a year.
Kind of like planting a tree, and you have to baby it at first, and water it and all that, and get it growing, and then it takes off and does its own thing, and then you plant another one. Or you have a child, and you have to tend to it in the beginning years, and then you just need to allot a certain amount of attention and time to what we work so hard on. We're really proud of it, so we need to give it full attention until we're satisfied with that, and then move to the next step. So right now I would say tour, support the album, no plans for the next one. Other than maybe some writing on the road.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't stop. You can't like inhibit yourself from the creative spill. So we'll embrace that, but keep it in the bag for the next one when the time comes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's talk about the title, A Stone Week Unfound Door. That is like the reason that I played one of your songs for the first time because I saw your album name. So let's talk about that for a little while. People who might not know what the reference is to, that kind of thing.
The reference is a Thomas Wolfe reference. It's a book called Former Angel, which is, Thomas Wolfe's from Asheville, so we thought that was somewhat fitting. And we're all kind of like literary geeks in the way we like to read. We like to sort of, music and literature all sort of like come together to us. It's all sort of part of that sustenance that we need as artists. So we kind of wanted to pay homage to our new home, which was Asheville. And like, I don't know. And I think the title itself was fitting because we had to kind of took our own spin on what it means. Yeah, come on.
Here's the unfound door right here. Bring him on in here.
Asheville parking.
Yeah, right? Okay, so, no, that's cool. I posted on Tumblr today. I was like, oh my god, what if that was a complete accident and they have no idea?
No.
It's worth asking. You gotta put us on the spot to see if we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, right.
We encourage you to read the book if you can.
It is so good. Okay. so then I just had like a kind of random question because I always wonder this about musicians, or if it's just like coming from a perspective where like I don't write music, so I feel this way. But have you guys like ever heard a song like on an album or on the radio or whatever, and been like, damn, I wish I wrote this song?
Yesterday.
I heard an entire album that made me say that.
Sharon Van Etten. Just listened to her record yesterday, and there was a song that, what's it called?
Tell me I'm wrong. The last
No, the one I was relating about. It's the one that Zach from Beirut played.
It's on her new record.
There's this tune that's like, it's kind of, I don't know, I think it's an amazing song, and it's like perfect for like a song.
We're all right.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind
right.
of an anthem, like he kind of says we're all right, like a whole lot. And it's just like this beautiful build, and I was like, it's like poppy, but not really that poppy, and like, I don't know, and then it's this beautiful anthem, and I just feel like it's just one of those kind of like, you hold right on it.
I hear that every day, I'm sure. All of my favorite artists, whenever I hear something,
Yeah.
so envious, and so, I respect them so much, and it like, part of it irks me, I'm like, oh, I could have had that, it was this close, and I agree with that thought, why didn't I think about it? Right here, but then the other part's like, okay, I've got this one, so I can do that. I'm good at it. It like inspires you to work harder, find your special line that someone else is going to listen to and be like, oh, what? That's good.
Yeah, it's all about making people really angry.
That's what it sounds like.
Making people super jealous. No, she's right. It's all about like being inspired. It's like, here's something like, that was so awesome. You appreciate how awesome it is, but you're also like, man, I wish I did that, so I'm gonna try and do something.
Tap into your, what you
So it's like this really weird balance of like being really bad and feeling really good.
That's what the artists you like are the ones that make you angry because you wish you had thought of that, but they also really tap into your soul.
Awesome. So, what is your writing process like? Who writes the songs?
Right?
It kind of varies. There are some songs that I'll write or Hallie will write, and kind of like beginnings to, or like full songs sometimes. But then there are some songs that the band writes, totally like in the band group as one group. We all write, you know, like I don't ever write Alex's parts. I never write Hallie's parts or the harmonies. And I never write the bass player's parts. That's always done collectively, but some of the ideas usually stem from either myself or Hallie. And then, lyrically or a melody or a chord progression, and then it goes from there. But we have a pretty collaborative writing process.
Yeah,
I would say
it's
more
collaborative.
So
Everybody gets it pretty much an equal say. He'll bring the skeleton of a song in, and everybody else makes the new, or I'll do that. That's what happens. It's just.
No, it's more like a singer-songwriter type style. It's like a jam band or something.
Yeah, we jam sometimes, but only one or two songs that ever come out of that.
You just go, that was cool, it didn't really go anywhere, let's like go back to writing a song.
But we will jam on like an idea, like the beginning of the song, and then stuff comes out of that. We never like just sit down and like somebody plays like some chord. That doesn't work for us very well. Works for some people.
No, that's cool. So, what are your long-term goals? Like, where do you want to be like in 2 years?
Go ahead.
I think 2 years is actually a great way to put it, because I think we all have long-term goals in terms of just like continuing to do what we're doing. You know, we don't really want to think too far outside of that as far as where exactly we want to be. But I think looking about 2 years ahead at a time is good, because it sets a good like sort of frame and like goal for you to aspire to. And, you know, I think for us, 2 years from now, like we just said, we're going to be touring. This is sort of like maybe less than halfway as far as like how long we want to really hammer out the touring on this record we just released. And so maybe like a year from now or so, after we'll see how things are going, and maybe think about writing or recording again after that. And hopefully, I think be in a position where that can happen. You know, I mean, of course it can happen no matter what, but like to like happen in a bigger setting.
So we can have a different experience.
Right.
Sort of.
Like growth has occurred between now and next time we record. That's kind of cool. So 2 years from now, maybe we'll be like about to release another record. We're not going to really try and like set set dates on any of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think all in all, it's just like we just want to keep growing and playing, and like, keep moving forward. As long as we're moving forward, we're gonna keep doing it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you guys want to add?
I don't know what we talked about.
Check out the album.
Yeah, check out the album. Yeah, check out the album.
Yeah, totally.
Snake